Your brand isn't what you declare. It's what AI takes away from your digital footprint. My name is Miriam Jessier, and I'm a technical marketer. What do the new rules of brand architecture look like now that AI is pervasive in our everyday lives? For large enterprises and multi-brand companies, your global presence is something that you have to keep an eye on, especially when it comes to your LLM presence and how you show up in AI overviews and search results. This is particularly valuable to you if you're managing multi-brands under one umbrella or deal with a single brand with a very, very diverse portfolio. It's vital. So here's a framework to approach these AI era marketing challenges. We're using the Brand Control Quadrant to give you a more realistic take, but also some strategic levers you can activate to ensure that humans and machines truly understand what you're about. First thing is your known brand, your logos, your taglines, your designs. All of these core brand assets are contextualized by AI. It turns all of this into semantic anchors that influence your relevance in search and how you show up. The second part of the quadrant is your latent brand. AI will surface user-generated content. It's content that's driven by cultural associations and sentiment trends from Reddit, YouTube. All of these are considered as brand proxies. Shadow brand. Now that's something you really need to consider. It's your proprietary data, your trade secrets, your playbooks, your internal documentations, your patents. It indirectly trains AI models, shaping the future of AI narratives. The last part of the quadrant is AI narrated brand. AI will assemble cross-modal brand narratives based on behavioral residue, sometimes generating unexpected trends, because I said cross-modal. This means images, videos, text, what not everything becomes accessible with AI. So let's show how this works on an example. Let's say that you are the famous luxury brand Hermès. How does Hermès deal with that brand control quadrant? Well, the known brand is amazing. It acts as training data for AI. Like I said, the logo, the distinct trapezoid shape of that Birkin bag, these will train AI to understand your brand from your point of view. But when it comes to your shadow brand, what would that look like? Well, your shadow brand is how Hermès is training AI and experts to actually figure out what's a really good counterfeit or dupe product. So yes, there's a Birkin bag dupe sold at Walmart. AI can tell that it's not the real thing because Hermès has trained it. Let's go back to your latent brand. What do people say about Hermès? AI will know, okay, Hermès appears in street style photography, in conversations on social media. We can deduce that this brand is aspirational, that this brand means luxury, but also really good craftsmanship. So it's not just because it's expensive that it's good. It's because it's really well made. Last bit is the AI narrative. How is Hermès contextualized by AI? How does it show up in overviews? How does it show up in generative search results? You actually need to keep an eye out on what's being said about you with social listening, great, but also how you show up physically, where you show up, when you show up, to be able to understand what's being said about your brand at different levels. When it comes to known brands, here's what you need to ensure. You need to audit your brand assets for machine readability. You need to optimize for multi-local experiences. Maybe you're not gonna show up the same way in Paris and in New York. You should have that really hyper-specific, detailed insight to help you go forward. And when it comes to your latent brand, you should be tracking sentiment clusters, trend affinities to see how you relate. You should be aware of reputational risks to prevent semantic drift. What's that? That's when your brand is not fully understood by AI. Or sometimes, your luxury brand could be associated with a very, very low quality online drop shipping type of brand. You don't want that. When it comes to your shadow brand, well, you should be monitoring how internal initiatives like research and development policies, leaked data, or playbooks or archives to help AI truly contextualize you. Keep in mind that all of these things will impact brand perception in AI-generated insights. Your AI-narrated brand. You need to analyze where your brand appears in AI-driven conversations in order to be able to influence emergent narratives, not control them. You don't have control over that bit. However, you have plenty of influence. One of the biggest challenges is getting detailed insights across multiple products, multiple brands, multiple categories. So how do we help you get a handle on this? Well, with Semrush Enterprise AIO, we're solving this issue by allowing you fully customized filtering by brand, if you're a multi-brand company, by product, or by category, or by AI model. Because we all have our little favorites. You can drill down into specific product categories or even individual products to truly understand what drives visibility and how to influence it for every part of the brand control quadrant. Oh, you'd like to do this for a niche, a vertical, a product? You can. It's not just about brands. Your share of voice for AI search. What's going on compared to the competition? Are you even showing up? Source analysis, because if you want to do proper trend analysis when it comes to data, you should know where AI models are pulling your brand information. Is it your blog post from 2006? Is it a reputable media source? Or maybe an unreliable third-party content that you didn't even know existed and need to get a handle on? It's not just that. Let's go on the customer side. Let's break down sentiment in ways that brands can use. Does AI talk about you in positive or negative terms? Or is it just, not very differentiated? You're not the first, you're not the last, you don't really stand out. That should also be fixed. AI doesn't need marketers to understand brand authority. It contextualizes companies much like, human customers do. It's not new. It's just done at a scale that you need to be aware of to take your brand, your product, your niche further and actually dominate the market.